Alright guys, and welcome back to Armored Warfare, and today we're taking out the B1 Centauro. Now I usually wouldn't take out a vehicle like this, I don't know why. I'm fairly sure I have not made a video on the Centauro, and what sparked me, or what prompted me to come and make this video was, I like to be on the forum quite a lot, a little bit of backstory here. I like to go on the forum, and there's a lot of people that complain about this vehicle, and I thought, well, you see a lot of them in battle, don't you? Look, there's two on the enemy team right now as well. I was thinking to myself, well, if there's so many people that play the Centauro, and then there's so many people that complain about it, there must be something good about it. So I played it, and I've weighed up what I like and what I don't like about it, and I'm going to throw my opinion onto the old, argument, debate about the Centauro. So, oh, sorry, pardon me, just had lunch. We are on River Point. Yes, it is River Point, I forgot. And we're going to head up to a good tank destroyer bit. Loads and loads of tank destroyers, you see. A little bit of map placement here. You basically all know this position, don't you? This position up here is a very, very strong controlling spot. We can control the entire 0, 1 and 2 lines from this bit, and you can do things like that with this gun. And we can also control our base and our side of the town as well. It's a very strong position. And for a vehicle like the Centauro, it's a really useful position. Now, the thing that makes the Centauro good is it's really good damage. It's got a really, really good gun for its tier. Well, I say good gun, it does have some really, really bad balancing points to it. And also just the general sort of mobility of this vehicle. It's not brilliant. It's a wheeled vehicle, so it's quick. It will drive you around very quickly, yes. But it's turning. It's quite a long vehicle. It's 4 wheels per side. It does take a little while to turn and to 180. Unlike, say, the Fox or the ERC, for instance. They turn very, very fast. The Centauro, on the other hand, is not a very fast turner. It has quite a wide turning circle. Another point to notice is its rear-mounted turret. So this makes coming around corners and trying to shoot people a bit more tricky, because you'll have to reverse, spin the vehicle round, bring the rear of your vehicle out to put the least amount of hull out. Whereas if you wanted to go normally, you'd expose the engine first and always take a hit. Some good points about this vehicle, as I've said though, is its ridiculously high damage, as you see. Boom, 492 to the VBL. Then we did 501 earlier to the Bradley. Leopard 2, there you go, 492 again to that Leopard. It's got a very punchy gun, and coupled with the reload is 6.04 seconds for this game. At the end of this game, I did get my crew did upgraded, so I did put the rapid fire thing on, so it went down to about 5.7 seconds, which is very, very good. There's the Bradley, put another round out, 548 damage, taken out his breach as well. It's a very powerful gun. It doesn't aim particularly quickly. It's got a good enough aim time. It aims perfectly adequate for what you need to do to get those shots on target. But the biggest thing that a lot of people complain about with this vehicle, the one thing I see a lot of, is the accuracy. The accuracy is appalling. Really bad. Without the Mark III chrome barrel lining, which I have on this thing, its stock accuracy, I think, is 0.15 degree spread. That is utterly terrible. That is unacceptable for a tank destroyer. That is really, really bad. So with the Mark III chrome barrel lining, it goes down to 0.10 degree spread, which is better. Even though people complain about the accuracy, and you do things like that to that Fox, you just snipe him through a plane and kill him. But even still, 0.10 is not particularly brilliant. Camera rating's good as well. Just use this rock to get out of the way of that Bradley shooting at us. But as I was saying, at the end of this game, when my crew got upgraded, I did put I think it was marksman skill on my crew. Like a 20% increase in accuracy. Sorry, I don't know which one. I'm just going to say random words and hope I do it well. But I actually got the rate of fire. That's completely different to what I wanted to say. It got the accuracy down to quite a decent accuracy of 0.07 degrees. That is very good, actually. So from a vehicle that's horrifically inaccurate, getting it down to that sort of accuracy negates basically the biggest bad thing about this vehicle. To be honest, I like the B1. The B1's quite a fun vehicle. And it also does get ERA. It gets an ERA package mounted on the sides and the turret and the hull and the rear. It's quite nice. It does bounce a few rounds. I do have a story, actually, in my VFM Mark V once where I was trying to take out Centauro. I was on full HP. He was on one-shot kill. I loaded heat because I thought, Centauro, weak armor. I'll easily take him out. All my shells bounced because of the era, and he killed me. I was devastated with that. Anyway, back to the game. So we've exhausted our tank destroyer spot up there. That spot is very strong, but the front lines have moved away. I just did a little flying maneuver there, and I took 337 damage. Massive mistake on my behalf. I really shouldn't have done that. You'll see why later that that's going to really impact me. But I've exhausted that spot, so we're going to make a move and put our gun to use at more medium to close range fighting. Another Centauro, aim up, straight through the side of the turret, 487 damage, and he is dead. All my wheels are damaged, but I'm not going to use my repair kit. So, what is hit? There's the Bradley. Okay, I've tried to put a round out, but it hits the wall, sadly. Accuracy on the move, not brilliant. Now, me and this Bradley... Okay, is he... No, we're just sort of dueling each other here, so I'm thinking... Let's go back. Let's go back. I'm not looking at the minimap, and that will become quite hilarious in a minute. I'm not looking at the minimap. He's aiming at me. Right, okay. Okay. There he is. Fire. I blow his track off, and I'm like, right, there's a friendly behind... Oh my god, that's not a friendly. I saw the gun barrel, and I was like, oh my god. And now I'm driving away. I'm running around the building. One into the rear of the Bradley. Running away from the Leopard. The Leopard turns his turret, of course, because he knows I'm here. Takes off one of my era panels, but I can easily outread the 2AV. Stop. Aim up on his side armor, and we take him out like that. But that there, I thought it was a friendly. So I thought to myself, oh, he'll go around and get the Bradley. And I checked, and I was like, oh no, that's not a friendly. That's an enemy Leopard too. So then I sort of panicked and ran away a little bit. But the Bradley, I'm not going to go after him because the enemies have broken down here. So I'm going to see if I can try and get some side shots in. This chieftain here tries to do something, but doesn't work. Take him out in 2 hits. We've done 5,192 damage. Bradley comes behind me. Aim up again, straight through the lower plate. 81 damage. Boom. 5 kills. 5,273 damage. It's me and 2 artilleries versus... Oh, I got a hiccup there. 6 enemies with 1 artillery included. Although the enemy artillery has disconnected, which I have only just realised. I didn't realise that in the game. So I'm thinking to myself, I can take on an MBT-70, an XM-1, a Centauro, a Chieftain Mark V, or a T-72 if I want to stay in there and try and defend the base. That's not going to happen. I personally did not want to sit back there. I would have died. And I couldn't do this, what I'm about to do. So I spotted that Mark V Chieftain. He probably thinks he's either been spotted by the arty or me camping the hill. So he's going to stay down there. He's not going to suspect that we've come up to their base. The high top speed of the Centauro, being a wheeled vehicle, does allow us to make these sort of deep manoeuvres through the enemy, which is quite handy, but the turning circle, as I said, is not very good. Enemy Centauro has completely ripped apart our 2 Pal Marias, and it is just me left against 6. There's no way I'm going to win this, by the way. Seriously, if you think I'm going to win, I'm not. I'm not some sort of, like, legend. There we go. Just finish off the enemy Acacia. 6 kills and just under 5,500 damage. The enemy know I'm here now, so I might as well sit up here. I have got the ability, though. I have got the... What do they call it? Suppression? The suppression ability for these tank destroyers. So it reduces your camo rating loss and increases your camo rating when you're stationary and firing at enemy vehicles. So it does mean less people will be spotted. But I sit up here and I'm like, oh, that chieftain. What happens if he does come down this road? But I'm contemplating. My vision range is terrible in this vehicle. There's no way I'm going to spot him. And if hindsight is a beautiful thing right here, I do make a mistake, but that's only because of hindsight. From this position here, I was thinking, right, I can move down to these rocks, and okay, there's the mistake. The Ural appears. He spots me. I'm like, oh my god. I fire, take his track off. I'm like, oh no, I've been spotted in chat. Rip, rip, rip. I'm like, can I hit him? Fire again. Nope. And the Ural just... Yeah. There's no way that Ural was going to take me. Like, that I was going to be able to take him on. He completely wrecked me. And then, thank you, Mr. MBT-70. Hulky. Yes, thank you. I do respond. And I quite... I blushed a little bit when you said that. But the Centauro, yeah. Back to the Centauro, of course. I actually don't know why a lot of people think it's such a terrible vehicle. You might have had different experiences to me. You might not be in good as the tank destroyer. You might just not like the Centauro. But I quite like it. The high damage, the good penetration, the good rate of fire. Now I have the good accuracy. And the generally good mobility. I quite like that. I like hard-hitting fast vehicles. So, to me, it's almost like, oh yeah, it's really good. Just look at the stats. I'm playing it as well. I just showed you that I like it. 5,500 damage with 6 kills. Not bad at all. Master Gunner, Ace Tanker, and the Iron Star. And I did do the best in the entire game. Even better than the winning team. Most kills, most damage, joints that are first on spots, and the most reputation. I did. Only 2 of us on our team got over 1,000 rep. I looked at the enemy team. They didn't even... None of them got near 2,000 reputation. I did the best out of that entire match, but we lost, sadly. Yeah, you win some, you lose some, you know. But it was a good game, and it does showcase the Centauro and what it is, a potential, what it can do. So, guys, thank you for watching this B1 Centauro gameplay. And as always, I'll see you in the next one.